Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I have what I'm hoping will be the start of a new series in which I break down some of my favorite scent notes and show you some of my favorite perfumes that have a prominent note. I have done some videos in the past where I've gone through every single cherry perfume in my collection, and that was like 30 perfumes, but they all don't have a prominent cherry note necessarily. And when I was looking up, because I wanted to talk about some of my favorite pear scents, I was like, I don't smell pear in a lot of these. So I decided to break it down just to pull out my favorite ones that I feel like you get a strong presence of that note in it. We're going to start with some tropicals because it is the summer, and I wanted to start with pineapple because there are a couple pineapple scents that I just absolutely love. If you are interested in this, let me know some notes that you might want to hear about at some point. I don't know how many I will get to, and it might take a while to get to yours because I'm filming these ahead of time. But let me know, and I will make sure to get a video out on that. Also, let me know your favorite pineapple perfumes as well. And then if you haven't already subscribed, please do consider subscribing, and don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, because that really does help out small YouTubers. So first one, this one's discontinued. Several of these are discontinued, and I apologize for that, but you might find them on the gray market, or the secondary market, and if you do, you want to know if they're a good value. So first up, we have Super G. This is from Harajuku Lovers by Gwen Stefani. I love the bottle. Like, it's so cute. I love this one. This is a 1 ounce perfume bottle. Oh, it smells so good. I do have at least one, if not 2 backups of this one because I found this on sale at Gordman's many a year ago and was so excited to be able to have this one. So our notes on this are, top notes are pineapple, tangerine, pear, and cranberry. Middle notes are banana, coconut, peach, and freesia. Base notes are vanilla, raspberry, musk, and Virginia cedar. Now, I don't feel like this is a tropical, like there is coconut in there, but it's not like a pina colada type scent at all. It is definitely a pineapple, but I have strips. I should spray it on the strip. It is a very pineapple, sweet pineapple. Like, when you have tart pineapple, and then there's also that really sweet pineapple that's, is getting ready to go bad because it's so sweet and luscious, but the next step is going to be that it turns sour. That's what I get with this one. And you get a little bit of the citrus in the background. The pear kind of sweetens it up, I think, a little bit too. But to me, this is very much a pineapple forward fragrance. When I think about pineapple scents that I want, I think of this. It's so, so good. So if you are looking for a pineapple, a very sweet, almost Escada-like, but not Escada. It's different. It's not as tropical punch, if that makes sense. This smells more candy-like, but with a more authentic kind of pineapple note. That's Super G. And yes, I know it's hard to find, but it is one that I absolutely love. This next one is an expensive one, and I've heard that it's discontinued, so it's getting harder to find. I found it extremely hard to find in the first place. It took me 18 months after I first heard about it before I even found it to purchase, so it is hard to find. Only I think one of these might be a little easy to find. So again, sorry, just these are my favorite pineapples. This is Dolce & Gabbana pineapple. I know I haven't used a lot of it. This is a 5 ounce bottle, so this is massive. It is an expensive. This retailed for $2.50, I want to say, and it was only available, I heard, in Dolce & Gabbana stores, which I don't have a Dolce & Gabbana store anywhere near me. I did find it on Fragrance by CA. That's where I eventually did find it. And this is a different sort of pineapple. This one is very tart. It has some greenness to it as well. This is marketed as a unisex or more masculine type of a scent. And I definitely get that because there is no sweetness in this whatsoever. This is very bold, I want to say. It doesn't last. I wish this one lasted better. I feel like Super G doesn't last a long time, but this one doesn't either. And you would expect this one to last a little bit longer, but this is an EDT. But this is definitely has a strong, almost acidic type of a scent that burns your nostrils just a little bit. Not quite cleaner-y, but it's going kind of that route where it can burn your nostrils. At least it does on me. So my notes on this are, top notes are pineapple and Sicilian mandarin. That's probably where I'm getting a little bit of that. And then middle note is jasmine, sambac, and then base notes are vanilla, absolute, ambergris, orchid, and tobacco. And I wonder, I'm not really sure where I'm getting that dryness from, and the greenness. Maybe from the jasmine. I'm not quite sure where to get that. But this one is really, if you want something really refreshing, but you also want something that doesn't have any sweetness at all, this is the type of pineapple for you. I love the top. Like, that's the reason I wanted this in the first place, because I started collecting the Dolce line. It does mellow out a little bit. It isn't quite as sharp throughout the wear, but yeah, that is one of my favorite pineapples, Dolce pineapple. And I've heard that it's getting really hard to find. Even harder than it was originally to find, I guess, because, man, it was hard to find. I mentioned Escada a little bit ago, and this is an Escada fragrance. You might be able to find this. I picked up a backup of this last year at TJ Maxx. It was on clearance, so I do think it's probably still kind of available, that you could find it on the gray market. So FragranceNet was probably a good place to look. This is Escada Miami Blossom, and you can see it has a little pineapple on it. This one came out in 2019, so it's fairly recent in terms of Escada fragrances, and the more recent they are, the easier they are to find. Then sometimes they go way high up. This is definitely a fruit punch type of a scent, but it has a little bit of perfumey qualities to it. It's very much, if you've tried an Escada, you kind of get the house DNA. They're very light and sweet, and they smell tropical, like they smell kind of like a tropical drink. That's how I think of them for the most part. I love this one. I feel like this one should have a cherry note in it. I always think of it as like a cherry pineapple fragrance, but cherry is not a note listed. Let me tell you the notes listed. Top notes are watermelon, blueberry, and orange. I don't think the blueberry, I'm just staking for cherry, but maybe that's what's giving it that interesting angle. Middle notes are pineapple, tiara flower, jasmine, and tuberose. Base notes are ambroxan, musk, and sandalwood. I don't really get the florals in this. And the ambroxan and stuff, it just kind of mellows it out, so it's not a hyper realistic. It gives you a little bit of that perfumey quality. But yeah, I get, this smells to me as like cherries and pineapples together. And do of that what you will. I don't get the watermelon in here. Maybe that's what's making it refreshing. I don't know. But this is another one that I highly recommend. If you find it, grab it up. It's sweet. It's definitely a female heavy fragrance, feminine. It's not a masculine, not unisex for sure. But yes, I do love this one, and I do have a dent. I would have more of a dent, but I've been trying to like parcel out my fragrances and try more things, and otherwise I would be spraying this pretty much every day in the summer. I'm going to take you back. This is a perfume that I bought in an estate auction. It was on a lot of perfumes, and I smelled it and was like, why haven't they brought this back? This is a Bath & Body Works. This is the old school Bath & Body Works. It says it was released in 2007. This is Fresh Pineapple, and yeah, that's what this smells like. This is very much like a sugared, it definitely has sugared pineapple scent to it. Let me tell you the notes. Oh my gosh, this is so good, so good. The notes on this are coconut milk, orange, and lemon. Middle notes are pineapple, fruits, peony, and rose. Base notes are vanilla, caramel, and sandalwood. Maybe it's that caramel that I'm getting. I don't really get like a coconut milk. It doesn't smell like a pina colada, like I said earlier. When I do my coconut video, which is coming up, I'm going to film it right after this, but it'll be It'll be a little bit before you see it. I do have a couple that are more pina colada type scents in that one. But, oh my gosh, this is, if you think of Bath & Body Works, this is old school Bath & Body Works, but I also feel like it would fit in well with today's Bath & Body Works. It's kind of timeless. It is really sugary, more sugary than a lot of things that, like, it doesn't smell like Pink Pineapple Sunrise to me at all. That's their most recent pineapple. That's a nice pineapple body spray if you are looking for one. This is like, you have a bowl of pineapple and you've like crystallized it. Or you've taken fresh pineapple and dried out pineapple. Have you ever had dehydrated? That's it. Dehydrated pineapple, and how like sugary it is. It's kind of like those two are mixed together, because this does smell very liquidy, like that juicy type of a scent, but it does have that sweet sugar to it too. I wish this lasted longer. That's my one complaint. I honestly don't know if you could find this fragrance. I'm sorry. I feel like all of my favorite pineapples are not the easiest things to find, but they're so, so good. And I'm really curious, like, if you do have pineapple fragrances that you love, let me know what they are. Where the pineapple fragrance is, like, note is prominent, let me know, because I want to find more pineapple fragrances. I don't need any more fragrances, but of course I always want some. All right, last one I think is also recently discontinued. This is not sold in the States either, so you're gonna have to find this on the gray market. Once again, I apologize. I think I got mine off of Zulily. Either Zulily or Fragrance Net is where I found it, and I did a blind buy, and it was a good blind buy. This is probably the more year-round scent of all of these that I have. This is Girl of Now Shine by Elie Saab, and this is a nutty type of a scent. So with this, my first initial thought is that it is a nutty scent. The pistachio is really prominent. This is kind of what I was hoping gelato, the Elie was going to be, like this sweet, almost edible type nuttiness. That's what I was hoping, that, and I didn't get that from that one. It very much smelled more like a perfume. Just a little disappointing. Anyway, I get that, but then I get the fruity pineapple in here, and they're blended together so beautifully. It's like a baked dessert with some spices in there, because I definitely get a few spices, not a lot, but it smells almost like, I know it's pistachio and not almond, but it almost is like a pineapple marzipan. That's kind of what I get from this. It has that sweetness that you get from marzipan. It has that nuttiness you get from marzipan with the pineapple on top of it. And then just like a few spices, because it's a baked pineapple, more of a fresh pineapple. Oh my gosh. And this one, you can wear it in the summer. It might be a little hot, a little too much for like 100-degree heat, but I feel like even like this is a great fall scent. I feel like even in the winter, this is kind of a warming scent. So I think you could wear it year round. Yeah. Anyway, our top notes are pineapple, pistachio, pear, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are bitter almond, so it does have some almond in it. Orange blossom, jasmine, and ylang ylang. Base notes are vanilla, patchouli, and iris. I'm not really sure where I'm getting some of those little spices in there. It's not like a heavily spiced type of it's not like a cider spiced or even like angel share spice, but there's something in there that just kind of grounds it, that makes me think of it's a baked treat. I absolutely love it. I think it is a fantastic scent, and definitely one that I would recommend as well. Now, in terms of pineapple, we're going to go from the least pineapple to the most pineapple. So I would say least pineapple-y is the Elie Saab Girl Now Shine. It's just, it has that almond or that pistachio that takes a little bit more of a presence, but the pineapple is definitely present as well. Then we're going with Escada Miami Blossom. I feel like this has just a little bit more of, I know I keep saying cherry, but I know there's no cherry note in it, but I kind of get that type of a feel. So it feels a little bit more tropical in nature, if that makes sense. I'm going to put right in the middle my Pineapple by Dolce and Gabbana, because I feel like this one has a little bit more of a grassy feel to it, a little bit there's just a little bit more. You definitely get the pineapple, but is that herbaceous quality to it as well. So it's not quite as pineapple-y as the next two. In second place, I'm going to put my Super G. I feel like this just has a couple more notes in there that make it feel a little bit more punch-like than just straight pineapple, but I do definitely get the pineapple very heavily from this one, which means that the most pineapple-y of the pineapple is fresh pineapple from Bath & Body Works. And like I said, this smells like sugared pineapple. It is absolutely delicious. I absolutely love it and highly recommend it. Okay, so that is it. Those are my top 5 pineapple scents. Let me know if you've tried them, what your thoughts are on them, if they are on your wish list, or if there's something else that's on your wish list. Let me know that down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.